Hello, welcome back. It's been ages. It feels like it's been so long. But yeah, welcome back to Natural Havoc. I know we technically streamed last week, but we didn't, but we did. You know what I mean? Like, we were here, but we weren't here, but we were here. But anyway, yeah, welcome to Natural Havoc. I'm waffling on already. We are a group of friends that decided to stream D&D, and as you can see on the screens, we have two of our favorite people returning with us, but not alone. As we can clearly see, one of the little babies is joining us on stream. It's their first Twitch appearance, I think. Right? That is correct. Yeah, the famous now. Okay, but yeah, we are a group of friends that play D&D. We play the 5th edition system on Roll20, and we have a load of homebrew rules thrown in. We are all experts to the series of D&D and you know, our campaign. However, obviously, a few of us haven't played in a little while, so please do bear with us as we, you know, get back into the swing of things. And a few of us may disappear during the session for various baby needs or other such things, so please do bear with us. But yeah, we no longer do the whole round table thing where we say hello and who we are, but what we still do is we hand over to our tech wizard and social media manager for the week, I guess.
Hello.
Eagle, take it away.
I know. Hello. I
Can we
am
call him a
running.
tech apprentice?
I am running everything this
Sure.
week. I am in charge today. I'm just kidding. Hello, Eagle. I'm here for the socials this week. Onion, do you know what I love about Natural Havoc? You know what I love about Natural Havoc?
No, I don't.
You
What do you
don't?
love about Natural Havoc?
Oh, well, I'm gonna let you know. We have an amazing Discord server where you guys can talk to us anytime you want, 24/7. You can put in your awesome memes, funny memes, by the way. Those are some really cool memes. Also, you can just talk to us. You can be like, "Hey, Eagle, you know, good job running the stream today," or "Hey, wow, that's a beautiful baby right there." You know, you can really talk to us. You can ask us all these different questions. Smitty, do you know what I also love about Natural Havoc?
No, tell me, Eagle.
We have a Twitter! We can literally tweet from Natural Havoc. That is insane. Do you think we can do that anywhere else? No. We only do it here on Natural Havoc. Y'all can go follow that as well. It's really, really fun. Zeb! Do you know what I also love about Natural Havoc?
The YouTubes.
No, the Instagram! We can post on the Instagram, which I also run. It's just great. You can see some funny stuff over there on the Instagram. Go follow the Instagram. And finally, Len, do you know what I also love about Natural Havoc?
So, do you love the YouTube?
Yes, I do love the YouTube. We post all our previous sessions on the YouTube. You can watch our one-shots. You can watch the sessions. You can watch the longest-haired onion from way back when, in like session 2. Handsome and majestic. Looks like Jesus. And then you can also see my cringe self trying to roleplay. It was bad. But anyway, it's a great time. Onion, back to you.
Yeah, we also love the audio quality of Natural Havoc when certain people scream and it peaks. But, yeah, you know, awesome. Well, no, thank you very much for that, Eagle. Well, without further ado, I think we're going to kick things off with the recap that was totally written way in advance and not, like, very recently. So, let's go underway, shall we? Well done, Eagle. Thank you very much. Session 68. Our session began as the party were thrown into combat from the various shadowy monsters that lurked within the caverns. They fought off the monsters valiantly without taking too many hits, but some of the creatures had gaping maws where they would suck the energy and life force in from those around it, and these eyes that seemed to draw in your deepest, darkest desires, and also seemed to have an effect upon the person that gazed upon it. There was other creatures in there as well that had venomous and poisonous claws and teeth that was capable of paralyzing, but the party prevailed, using much of their magic to do so. They defeated many of the creatures and had mere moments before the winged beasts that they heard beforehand would arrive. The party very quickly came up with a plan to transform both Andros and Shion into giant eagles. Yes, that is right. How many eagles can you eagle an eagle or whatever the quote is now? I think it's a quote. That's a natural havoc guaranteed quote apparently. But yeah, so they turned into these giant eagles, and Maeve, using the diadem of elements and the fire crystal specifically, managed to transform herself into a gigantic fiery phoenix form. And as she did, she became a beacon within the Shadowfell, lighting up all of the darkness around her. And as this happened, Arcturus and Erhard climbed onto the back of each of the eagles, while Zeno clutched onto the talons of one, and Shion grasped the young boy Benson in the other. The giant bats flew. Wow, that was a really hard word for me to say then. What the hell? Flew. So I'm the native English speaker as well, I'd like to point out. But flew through the cavernous hole towards the party. 3 of these gigantic bat creatures with rat-like heads ascended upon them. But with Maeve's blinding light and fiery inferno, and Erhard's fireball magic, alongside Arcturus's eldritch blasts, the party managed to evade them and flew out of the cavern. But that wasn't where the party then felt safe, because as they did leave this hole and this cavern, they were chased by the 3 bats, with Arcturus pushing them back every step of the way, until eventually, Andros, as an eagle that can no longer speak to the party, spotted up way high in the clouds a much larger threat. This one accompanied by a rider. As the party very quickly rushed towards the rift, landing just before it, with Shion slightly lagging behind, the beast approached and arrived besides them all. On the back of it was a green-cloaked, undead-looking wizard of some sort. Some would even say maybe a lich. And as it arrived, it cast the spell Disintegrate on Maeve's phoenix form. Very luckily, not bringing her to 0 hit points. Otherwise, she would have been reduced to ash, and that would have been the end of her story. But the party hopped through the rift, with all that remaining was Zeno, who stayed back to make sure that everyone else succeeded in getting through. One final attack towards him, where he just managed to resist the damage and pushed through the portal himself before it closed behind him. The party, taking a breather, panting, and realizing that for now, they are at least a lot safer than they were just moments ago. They pressed on towards the edge of the Thorn Wall, where they were met by druids and clerics that began to heal them and help the young boy Benson regain consciousness. Benson informed the party that the gentleman that they had just seen was a man by the name of Mr. Ravenson. They all had their ideas and thoughts as to who this could be and why. But before too long, tiredness overtook them all. They were taken to a campsite where they rested on their various camp beds and cots, and they began to relax and slowly start to fall into slumber. But before they did, Andros, pacing back and forth in the campsite, began to have a small conversation with his good old friend, Decatha. And Decatha gave him a gift. Andros now appears to be able to summon a shadowy, spiritual, spectral form to join him in combat and to help his party fight whatever assails them next. And that is where we will pick things up from, as all of you see in the shadows of this tent and the flickering candlelight that is in this large canopied tent before you all. You see the spectral spiritual form rise from the shadow of Andros, as the shadow itself, which was behind him, moved round to the front of him, and as it does, this form just comes out of the shadow of his own shadow. And you see a feminine, shadowy, tabaxi form before him.
We've seen some weird things, but what the hell is that?
Does it speak? Hello?
Don't know.
It doesn't appear to.
Is it just moving on its own?
It's currently just stood still, and wisps of shadow are like formulating off of it.
And we do see the shadow originating from Ondros.
It's originating from Ondros' shadow himself, yeah.
Ondros, what if you say move a couple of steps? Can you control it? Maybe it moves with you.
Sure. I'm gonna try to tell it to move 15 feet from me.
How do you tell it to move?
Like I'll just do it in my head, like telepathically. But hey, can you move 15 feet to the left?
The form moves as your shadow extends 15 foot.
Okay.
Cool.
And it seems to, as the shadow extends, the width of the shadow gets thinner on the ground, but the form of Decatha remains as is. It seems that the further away it gets, it seems to, like, get thinner and thinner and thinner to potentially a point where the shadow cannot go any further. It's like there's a limitation to it.
Can
Okay.
you make it do stuff, or does it just move? That's pretty cool.
Okay. Telepathically again. Is there like an open cot no one's using, or like an open
Yep.
some? Okay. Strike that big.
You see as the form moves over to it, and as it does, it looks towards you, and then it just strikes a fist into the cot as you see this necrotic energy like slam into it, and these black, like, not tendrils but wisps of like shadowy magic crash into the cot, and the cot breaks and falls to the floor.
Very nice.
Okay. That's it's quite a thing to. Okay. Did anyone want to? I mean, I guess I'm the only thing that can talk to this. No one. Does Decatha not want to talk to anybody?
You hear in your head, Andros, I still only speak with you.
Oh.
But now they see me for what I am.
Yeah, I mean, they do see you. You are here with us. It's great. You know, I mean, I wish you would have done this a long time ago, so I could have proven that I wasn't just going crazy. You know, it's a great thing. Okay. How do I just, kind of just tell you to come back, like go away, like
Is that what you think when you're speaking these words to her? You just
Yeah.
think like to dissipate
Yeah.
this shadow? The shadow starts, you see more wisps come off of it, and then they just vanish, and your shadow shrinks back down to its normal size and rotates back to the direction it should be.
Okay. Well, I control it. That is I'm quite a magical person. That is great.
I think he's not
Andros?
mad after all.
I love for you that you're getting all these cool things, but are you slowly reviving the Katha?
I don't know. She doesn't tell me anything. All she tells me is keep using her gifts. She'll keep giving me things, and then it's like it's a cycle.
Yeah, but sure, if she was no harm, then surely she'd be telling you what her plan was, no?
Well, that's what I said back in the other place, and she just didn't want to talk to me. I think what I need to do is just gain more of her trust by using more of her stuff, and maybe she'll see me as a worthy person to tell her secrets to.
Okay, well,
You
She
hear in your
also-
head. You
Yeah.
hear in your head when you say that. Finally starting to learn.
Is she, by the way, also taking more of your arm? As
Oh yeah,
you
no,
gaining this?
it is going up there. You know, I might have to start wearing long sleeves. I might have to start wearing like a long sleeve and a glove. I already have the glove. I need the long sleeve now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to pull a kind of thing. You know what I mean? It could be a lot better. But I think that is the next step. As soon as we get back, I'm looking for a long sleeve. Or maybe I could ask them to bring me a long sleeve. Maybe I could tell them it's a little cold. Cause imagine if they saw this, I wouldn't be allowed. They'd probably think I got something from in there.
we're going to Kvak, right? It's gonna be very cold
Kavak?
there.
I thought it's Kavak.
That's what I said.
You said Kavak.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rude. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that it will be cold, and you can probably get away with wearing whatever you want anyway.
Either way, I'm going to wear a long sleeve. I can't be walking around with half of my arm looking like this. They're going to think I got infected in there. Then they're going to kick me in there with that thing. I don't want to go back in there with that thing. I shot an arrow at him, and he took nothing from it. What kind of thing is that?
A magical.
No. Listen, I've never met something or someone that can just take an arrow and just, oh yeah, this is nothing to me.
You saw how Maeve's dad got, attacked?
Yes, but he took something. It just wasn't as much. That guy took nothing. Like, it didn't even faze him. That hurt me. That stung me deep.
Can I roll for like a history check to see if I read something about those creatures?
Which creature in particular?
I assume we are talking about the Lich.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Roll me a history check.
This has been such a long time. An 11.
Okay, let me have a look. An 11. Okay. Yeah, you recall pieces of information. It's not really something you personally have like studied, but you know that usually liches are the remains of like great wizards who have taken on undeath as a means of like becoming almost immortal per se. It seems to be that they to gain more power and more time to learn more power, they have taken a great cost of no longer having life. They have become this undead creature, and they basically tarnish themselves and make themselves a huge target in all the world, because this amount of power is very clearly necrotic in nature, and that is so like everyone is so against necrotic energy within the whole of Eros, to your knowledge. But yeah, they hunger for knowledge and magics and secrets that a normal life would prevent them from having, because they have limited time. Obviously yourself, you have a lot longer time than most because of your race and stuff, but even then, you've still got limitations, even if they are a lot longer. So it definitely, you could see why it would be appealing for a certain type of person. But yeah, other than that, they usually tend to look a little gaunt. Some have like more skeletal features, some have more like taut skin and like decaying skin. But it really does depend on the person and the form in which they decide to take, really. Because there are some that of magics that can alter appearances, and they're not particularly highly like things. Eliash, she has her own curse per se, and she manages to hide that relatively easily. So they could probably do a very similar thing.
Or like a a person close to our party who is not very inclined to magic and can hide his arm?
Well, exactly that. Yeah, you know that he somehow he has almost no magic at all, but is capable of disguising himself as other people. So if someone of this sort of like power, it would literally be like turning a light on and off, or lighting a torch, should I say?
Exactly. Well, I relay all this information to the party, and if they want to discuss something about it.
What I'm hearing from this like from what you just said, is I'm just even more amazing than we thought. I don't know how we've been forgetting about this.
Yuri, I just think, Octurus, at what you just said, does that... Because Benson said the man's name is Mr. Ravenson, right? But he was the guy that was making all the
Ravenson.
potions.
Yes. And he was a skilled alchemist.
But
So-
why would would he have gone crazy? Because he was just so eager for knowledge that he decided to go the wrong way?
Well, it was said, right, that he
Or
cured
is-
a lot of plagues or something. Maybe
Yeah.
the question is to what means, to what ends was he willing to go?
He
Or maybe he has family.
was I mean, from what we saw, I don't think it was a living thing there. It just doesn't seem like that. I mean, the person didn't really have a thought. It was just more like, hey, you people came in my area. I'm about to school you. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well,
it's just.
I mean, I
I
don't know
mean,
what that
he
spell
definitely
was that he
he
used for
definitely
me,
had
but-
he definitely had like some sort of knowledge, but I don't think it's the same Ravenson as we saw. I think this guy is totally different.
Can
His
I
get-
just remind you that he also understood Ignan?
I don't know
That's
what
not
you. Okay, what proof do we have he understood that?
The only person... Well, I just think it's really funny to be the only one targeted by, a spell that could have quite easily killed me after I said to him, which you wouldn't have known, Andros, but I spoke to him in Ignan, in my bird form, telling him if he was going to attack us, we would kill the kid.
Okay, but if he was smart, he would know why would we save a kid from a crystal just to kill him at the portal. See, that's where that doesn't make any sense.
It's
I feel like that's
because a
where.
hostage.
Why would we take him as a
situation.
hostage? Why would we go in there, save the kid from a crystal, bring him all the way back to the entrance, just to be like, yeah, we brought the kid all the way here. We fought a bunch of things to save him.
Maybe.
Now we're gonna kill him right when the portal's right here. By the way, see, the knowledge doesn't make sense. That kind of doesn't add up very well.
Andros, shut up. Maybe it's because our own lives matter to us more than the kids, okay? He doesn't know that. Doesn't matter. He doesn't know what the reason is, and all he can do is be cautious.
Okay, sure. That would have to mean
But
he.
that's not what we're arguing. What we're arguing is his intelligence. We're not arguing if he, the kid. What we're saying is he's probably smart.
Oh, we know he's smart, but I'm saying that's not the same Ravenson, which means his knowledge his whole intelligence is probably something different than what we know of Mr. Ravenson.
Andros, what proof do you have that this could not be Mr. Ravenson himself?
Okay, one,
Exactly.
from what we know of Mr. Ravenson was he's some powerful wizard, right? Who made a really cool tower.
Okay, wait. So he's a powerful wizard.
Yeah, yeah.
And that lich was a spellcaster.
Yeah. Great. I mean,
Someone seeking a lot of knowledge. willing to go
Yeah.
to that.
So just because someone has the powers and abilities of someone, right? Again, a lich. What is a lich? Can we just lay that ground out? What is a lich?
I just recalled it. What a lich
Okay.
is. I just told you guys.
Yeah.
Very powerful necromancer.
A necromancer.
In search of very, very powerful magic. Basically.
And life-altering magic at that.
Exactly. So
Trying to build a bridge between that dead place and our place.
So, just a theory, just hypothetically, but what if some person or people dear to him died, and he was trying to find a way to resurrect him, even crossing the bridge of necromancy. Eventually, he vanished, and people assumed he was dead. But then he was trapped in the Shadowfell because that's where a certain amount of power could lie. It's a theory. It's a theory.
If he was so
Maybe
powerful,
he went
why
searching for
he needed the kid?
more. He needed a catalyst,
Maybe
a
he
powerful
needed a-
spellcaster.
Or a pure heart, maybe?
To open a portal? I mean, he was using the kid to keep the portal open. But if he was so strong and powerful, right, why would he need the kid to keep a portal open?
Why does the Katha need you?
Because the Katha is not... Okay. I'm saying in my head, the Katha, I don't mean this wrong. The Katha is not like... The Katha's strong. She's powerful, obviously, but she's not like... That Lich is like on a whole other level. Alright, I mean, the Katha was able to be killed by like normal means. This dude wasn't.
By
I don't
arrows,
know
but
why.
There might be other ways to kill it.
Magical, probably.
I'm just not entirely understanding why we're arguing over something that we don't understand anyway.
What are we discussing exactly?
Shouldn't we like leave this place in
Well, my thing is this. This dude doesn't like us. We just broke into his place, took a kid. I mean,
Andros, the portal?
well, my thing is, if he comes back somehow... Oh, okay. There's a lot of things to be afraid of with that dude, okay? I don't know if you saw the way he looked at us, but that dude probably wants us
The
gone.
only person around here who is able to accidentally open some portal to the Shadowfell is standing over there.
How do we...
Unless you want like 100% certainty that's not gonna happen, you have to kill him. But I would suggest not. So
Wait, how do we know he's the only one?
because until now he has been the only one creating the rifts, especially to the Shadowfell.
Well, you know my great granddad? He did stuff.
boy.
Listen, I also don't want to
There's
throw that out
people that
there.
can.
No offense, Erhard. Erhard, you're pretty powerful, dude. I've seen you do some wicked stuff. Again, this Lich is pretty freaking strong. All right, took some things and just were like, yeah, dude, this is whatever to me, dog. This doesn't mean anything. Who's to say he can't just open a portal? We're trying to.
Okay,
Andros.
what are we gonna currently do about it? Nothing. We don't even know how to get back in unless we keep pestering Erhard until he eventually hits that same wild magic
Yeah.
spark again. But we're not gonna do
We're
that.
not going back
No.
in there.
No, be quiet. Be quiet for a second. The thing that we can do is we can inform the authorities and ask them to go investigate the grave, where supposed Mr. Ravenson is supposed to be resting. He's dead. If his body is not there, or maybe there's clues there, that's for them to sort out. We have other things to do.
We have problems this side of the rift, you know? People that look at us funny, this side of the rift. Let's deal with that.
Okay, so
And may I
So-
remind you, we are still on a mission.
can
So I'm
I
saying-
just throw out another thing then? Are we gonna say
No.
that to the kid when we send the kid right back to the forest where he was taken in the first place? To go.
I think the one who has a say, or at least can understand what the kids is going through, is Maeve, Andros.
Maeve wasn't trapped in the crystal, almost killed by this Lich.
No, but she and the kid are in a way bound to like the same place. So not a
If you
Shadowfell.
remember, Andros, I argued this point already with the council. And they were going to look into it
Do we?
before we went here. It was argued with the council at the Echoes that they should look into if it's even a good idea to leave this one pure-hearted kid in the forest to deal with it alone, because look what happened. They should be
what happened.
supervised, or with more, your 5-year-old sparky boom boom magic doesn't count, okay? You
Why
were
doesn't that count?
supervised.
It's also like my parents.
Maeve.
It's also
Parents were there.
situation.
There was
They were
one
trying to-
council member who was agreeing with us on that point. I didn't thought. I listen. I did some looking at their
I think we
faces.
have a very strong argument right now, bringing the kid back and being the source of the power. I think we have a very good, very good argument that shouldn't happen again.
We kind of helped. As well. You know. they
Speaking
kind
of, I'll peek out my head out of the tent or whatever it is. Is anyone around from
Oh,
the
yeah.
council?
So as you peek out your head from the tent, you see Kellum awkwardly stood next to the door as he looked like he was about to enter and then heard you all start arguing and just stopped because he didn't want to interrupt. And then as you poke your head out and it goes silent, he's like, oh hey, hey Maeve, hi, I came to speak with you, but then I heard you started shouting, and I didn't really want to interrupt, and I think Andros really, you guys good?
We're good. We're talking about what happened and we're speculating. Um,
and some people are
do-
freaking out.
do- Yeah, it's been a lot. Are you okay?
Yeah. I was just gonna swing by and just say that I'm being called back to the city. They want to send the Blade Singers north.
Is that where Kuvak is?
Yeah. As of last night, the White Death attacked the capital city.
It's where we're heading as well.
Apparently there's quite a few injured and many more
Wait,
dead.
how are you getting there? Maybe we can come with.
I'm
Uh,
still inside the tent, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ask if we can get a ride.
he pokes his head in.
it!
Yeah, he just pokes his head and he's like, "Oh hey," and then pokes his head back out. Well, we are actually we're heading to the known location of the White Death's lair. Apparently it's not there at the moment, as it seemed to fly into the mountainside near the city. But we were hoping that maybe we could at least get there, survey the land a little, and find out exactly maybe where it rests. Try and set up an ambush of some sort. A couple of Kovakian scouts arrived this morning. Sorry, last night. No, this morning, because this is this day. Yes, this morning.
We're meant to go to the council there as well, but as you've seen our trend, every time we go anywhere, we run into issues. So I feel like this is just another issue to solve, and it's where we're heading anyway. So I don't know if you could put in a word. Maybe we can travel with you guys.
Well, if you wanna, like I said, I've got to go back to the city in like 30 minutes. We're heading back. We're gonna debrief with the council, find out exactly everything we need to know, and then I believe we're being sent out first thing in the morning.
Is
We're gonna
there a
get to
specific location where you guys are making camp?
You have a map.
we-
You can tell us.
like I said, I'm gonna be debriefed when I get there. But from what I hear, there's a lake to the south of Kavak, completely frozen over on the right hand side, but towards the center of Kavak. If you show me your map, I could, yeah, and I'll drag you over to the map. And you want to use the map of Kavak?
Yes, the frostbitten
Okay.
lake right there.
Okay. But yeah, as you look at the map itself, you would see that it is, like I said, it's on the left-hand side. I think you've got the handout. I'll
Yeah.
sort out the map in 2 seconds, but...
Like south of Grand Chaos Cathos.
Yes, it's the Frostbitten Lake. He points at that one. He's like, yeah, that one right there. Apparently there is a temple towards the back of it. We don't know if this is maybe where it's holding its hoard or what, but apparently when it's at its coldest, the entire lake is frozen solid, and it builds up and up and up, and sometimes there are remains of people deep below it. But it's summer, so it's not as solid as it usually is, but the White Death does seem to have some sort of aura, like a blizzard storm that's always surrounding it. So Yeah. Either way, it's not good. But yeah, he's attacked Grand Cathos fairly recently.
Okay.
So
What do you guys?
you see this forest, and he points towards the forest next to the Frostbitten Lake, like the southern part, and he's like, "We're camping just in there, closer to
Okay.
the lake, so that we're not too far."
Do you know
And
anything? Sorry.
no,
Right,
I
I'm
was
just
just
I'm just gonna come in, and he just steps into
Yeah.
the tent.
no, I was just gonna say how are you getting there? Because it must be quite a travel, right?
Oh, luckily, Houndair has actually been to the southern side of Kavak, and he knows a few trees that he can tree stride to.
Oh.
That would be great.
So we could all go then if we run fast enough.
Yeah. There's 7 of us.
Well, you
Oh,
can
it's not a
go back
time
and
thing?
forth with the tree, right?
It uses quite a lot of
Oh.
basically, from my knowledge of the limited portal usage I've had, once he casts the spell, we have about 10 seconds to get everyone through, and after those 10 seconds, if you're not through, you're stuck on the other side of a tree.
Shion, can
We
we,
could try.
put it in the necklace thing or the ring that you have? That spell?
Probably. Oh. Yeah, but I'd have to use the spell that's currently in there first.
I know, but I know that sucks, but I also know it might not be that
It's-
helpful where we're
it's-
going.
Doesn't
It's fine. A cone of cold. I doubt we'll need it in.
Is that
something
how
like
that
this.
works?
That's already one giant cone of cold.
What does anybody?
it's a very
Erhard,
powerful spell, right?
Is it?
And I
What
mean,
level is it?
Someone can go into
Well,
our
I mean the
necklace anyway.
tree friend thing is a very
Yeah,
powerful spell, right?
Would-
Does it even go in
I-
the ring?
I'll be honest, I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't really help.
Is Houndair around right now?
No, he isn't, but he will be
Has
arriving.
Council left word for us at all?
Not to my knowledge. Like I said, we notified them that the task was done here. He's on his way. He'll be coming, like I said, in about half an hour.
Maybe we just wait for him and explain our situation.
Yeah, if that's what you guys want to do.
And Maeve's dad, he's fine now?
Well, yes. He'll have a few days to get his affairs in order before he'll be escorted to the borders of Elenaster.
I don't understand why he's still not allowed in Elanasta.
He risked his life for you guys.
Because he's a wanted man for the murder of a very prestigious member of society at the time of the event. That
But he redeemed himself. Actually, he did you guys a favor. A big favor.
hence why he's allowed to live. Look,
Guys.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. I'm
I
sorry.
understand.
Would you guys be okay maybe with having them stay temporarily in our house in Arkenville? Just to give them a place to stay?
You asking us? No,
If he's
Yeah,
okay
it's
with
our
it.
house.
your family is our friends. It's fine.
If
I
he's
don't
okay with it,
mind.
yeah.
If it's what?
If he's okay with it, to travel all the way to Arkenville and wait for your return.
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna wait for my return there, but it's somewhere to stay. He hasn't been in the tent with us, has he? This whole time.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Zeno came in here, took a seat for a while. I'd say probably as the argument started to rise, he just kind of like let out a sigh and then just quickly went for a little walk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's not been in here, but he did come in originally, but he's not here now. Yeah.
Might want to send a note to Petunia then, otherwise She might chase him out with a broomstick and a broken bottle of brandy.
Well, we can give
we
him
could
the name.
sign a contract, right, and give it to him.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did get word that one of the Tri-Spyro mages is in Seychelles at the moment. I don't know if maybe they're heading back at any point, but maybe they could take them.
Yeah, Doctor, you've been speaking to her a bit. What's Aliash's plan?
Well, I haven't spoken to her in a while. I remember she went to seek an audience with the echoes, and well, things got a bit weird after that. So I haven't spoken to her since.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure what her plan is, and I'll have to catch up with her in Seychelles, I guess.
Right. Okay. I think we just wait for Houndier then, because we can't make any decisions anyway, can we?
No, I fear not. I think if Aliash is traveling back to Argonville, it's probably not teleporting unless she found a cure.
A cure.
Yeah, she is on a quest
On a quest.
herself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sensing awkwardness. I'm gonna do my social skills. This is my cue to shut up.
The whole time they like ever since Callum has been walked in, Andros has been writing a letter, and he's put the kid's name on the letter, and it's a letter with brief instructions for once the kid gets out of his predicament, or if he's whatever happens to him afterward, if he ever's looking for something, depending on what happens to him after this.
Okay, and what's the who's it addressed to?
The kid we just saved.
Yep.
Yeah.
What name's that?
Benson.
What name have you put on the letter?
Benson.
Well done.
Yeah, Benson.
You're avoiding saying his name.
No,
so
I knew his
hoping
name.
you
I was
know.
like, I didn't think I had to say it, but sure. But yeah, it's just letter. It's just like, hey, if you have nowhere to go, head to Arkenvale, find this person, find this person, ask them for my name, and they'll lead him to me, and I'll sign it, and then once I finish it, I'm gonna get up and walk out, and I'm also gonna look for Maeve's dad while I'm walking around as well.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say as this comes to a close, that's what ends up happening, and yeah.
Yeah, it was just, guys. Callum mentioned the temple. I've been pondering that. You know, when we left Arkenvale, we kind of tried to find out what we're heading into. Also, with the lovely item that we've been carrying around. Apparently, there's more in Temple of the Ancients. Apparently, and this sounds like an ancient temple. Maybe there's some connection there with that white death, like a dragon, right?
Yes, and we're going
Big
to
dragon.
kill the dragon first, and then kill first, ask questions later.
Couldn't it make summon another one of those, Shion?
Summon
Summon
another
what?
gods.
You know what I mean. You know your cuddly, sleepy toy?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't think so, but
Well, there might be one there. That's what I'm saying. Like, because
Oh.
when we looked into it, like I found information about like there's like more orbs around, the more locations that the area, the A person or whatever in Ivan's letters was looking for.
I don't
What
know
if-
you, but I don't want to go on another trip around the world.
What if dragons are kept in orbs? You know, like how the Katha is in a pin.
Interesting
Scarab.
theory. Interesting. Yeah, no, that's an interesting theory.
Interesting point. Yeah. It might be a soul container, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know, maybe we just need to find the orb and put him back in his orb.
So Maeve, do you have the orb? Like our orb?
No, I've never got it back.
I glance at Shion.
I'll just give it to him.
We really, really, really should keep ourselves to the agreement.
Yeah, fine. And I'll go back to my book.
I'm just
Callum's still here.
I'll also,
Callum's just stood there awkwardly, like, just listening.
I'm just gonna run some tests and research to maybe validate the thesis we just came up with. So I'll be fine. Not now, but along the way.
I will say then, as this conversation draws to a close, Callum goes outside and calls over like one of the guards that are nearby, and you hear him basically informing him that when Houndir arrives to meet at this tent, and then Callum walks back in so that you guys can all have that conversation with Houndir when needed. And yeah, he comes and takes a seat. He grabs like a wine skin that's been left in here and just takes like a sip of some wine and just kind of relaxes for a little bit, as he's clearly been on duty pretty much the entire time you guys have been in there as well. So he's kind of just kicking back with you lot for now. And while you guys do that, Andros,
Yeah.
you go for a little walk.
Yep.
What was the first thing you were looking for? There was two things,
I'm
right?
looking for Maeve's dad first. That'll be the first person I'm
Okay.
looking for.
I'll say on the edge of the campsite, maybe like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet away, you see Maeve's dad just kind of leaning up against the tree. And you see him pull a pipe out, and he's just like puffing on a pipe, just leaning up against the tree. But you see him like glance over at two guards, which are just like watching him. Like, you see like he's under some sort of surveillance of some sort. And he just smirks and smiles at them. And then he sees you and his eyes glance over and he like nods.
I'll do I know I can have a private do I know if I talk to them they won't hear anything? Are they far enough
Yeah,
away?
they're,
Okay.
they're far enough away that you can have
Okay.
a private conversation, but they're just making sure that he doesn't like,
Yeah.
do a runner.
I'm
because he's gotta leave.
Just gonna walk up to Tim and go, well, I'm happy you made it out.
Well, yeah, so am I, to be honest.
What are your plans after all this?
Get home to the wife, tell her the good news, find a new place to start a new home, or go our separate ways, I guess.
Well, my group has we might have some good news for you. You won't have to probably look far. If you are looking, it's all right. You know Kingston Bernardo through Ashenhow, don't you?
Well, I did work for him for a time.
Well,
I'm not interested.
no, not for him. No. I want to know maybe if you and me could talk after everything settles down, and if we could potentially talk about some business.
What sort of business?
I don't want to set anything in stone, but I'm not gonna bring anything up right now. It's gonna be a while, but just promise me, as after all said and done, you'll at least share a drink and we can talk it over.
Of course. Any friend of my daughter's is a friend of mine.
Well, yeah. I'll be glad to talk to you about it. I've learned a lot on this journey, and I think I finally found what I really want to do.
Good. You're a bright kid. You got future ahead of you. Just don't go wasting it on working for the wrong people.
Yeah, I understand how that is. Thank you though. You helped us in there. Working with a lycanthrope again was a big honor. Ashenhow really was a really good fighter.
Did you ever beat her?
No, she saved my life. I mean, it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Not many do beat her in an arm wrestle.
She's a strong one. She's the only person who beat me so far.
Is that so?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That log. And he walks over to a log. And he kneels down next to it and he puts his arm on the log.
Do some stretches. All right.
I would just like to say before this all goes ahead, in the requisition for the short time I was working for them,
Yeah.
only 2 ever beat me. Do you ever meet the Minotaur?
Yeah. I saw the Minotaur. Yeah.
Ash and Hal could beat him, he could beat me, but other than that, I stood my ground.
Well, I'm not gonna boast for myself. I'll just let my skills show otherwise.
Oh, you're a big lad.
I'm not big. I'm just I don't work out as much as a lot of my kind do.
Yeah, shut up. Let's get on with it.
All right.
And he like slams his arm down. And you start to see the arm kind of like grows a little bit as he goes into like a half.
Okay.
Type
All
form.
right. All right.
And he clasps your hand.
Yeah. Let's
Which
do
hand
it.
do you use?
Not the decathlon one. That one's like away. Yeah, I don't want to use that one. Yeah, I'll use another.
Yeah. In that case, then, please roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay.
It's always been athletics.
I'm always good at those. 20. Let's go.
20. Okay. Oh, you rolled it to GM.
Oh,
but it's
the-
okay. Yeah, it's alright. Stream can see it.
Yeah, stream
That's
can
good,
see
but
it.
At the top, just make sure it's
Yeah.
public because I did a
gonna-
roll on your account earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat him.
Yeah, I
you
did.
actually beat him as you clasp, and you see he starts to struggle, and then you see the fur starts to extend up his arm as he goes like full hybrid form,
Yeah.
and then he starts to take you back, but you get this might, and yeah, you slam him down into the log, and he's like, well, Ash and Hell didn't know how to pick him.
You're a strong guy. I mean, I could learn a lot from you, especially back there.
I'm sure you could, kid, but look, I trust that you and your group can protect my daughter as much as she protects the rest of you.
I
For
won't.
now, I will take you at your word, and in time, we'll have a drink and have that chat.
We will.
And do what you need to do.
Thank you. And I promise, nothing's gonna happen to your daughter. Not on my watch, at least.
I'll hold you to that.
Thank you. And I'll just give him a nod, and I'll walk towards Benson's, wherever Benson's sleeping, because I saw him earlier. And then I'll just yeah.
Yeah, as you do, he like waves towards you with the panther hand, and then waves towards the guard, and then leans up against the tree and just goes full panther and is just smoking a pipe.
I wish I could be. In my head, I'm just like, I want to be bitten so bad. This guy's so cool. Yeah. And I won't even talk to Ben. I was walking there. It's a very detailed, like, just list of like things of what to do in order. And I'll slip that with Benson, and I'll head back to the group.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah, so you do so, and when you return, I would say this is probably around about the time that Houndir arrives as well. And as you enter the area, you see Houndir walking up to the tent just a little bit ahead of you. As he steps into the tent and begins to greet you all as he enters. Greetings, all of you. I have been informed of your endeavors, and it sounds like you have all performed very well. Thank you on behalf of all of Syshel and the council members. We truly are grateful for the ordeal that you have been through. I hear you wish to speak to me further on matters.
Oh, okay. I was speaking to Kellam earlier and learned that the Blade Singers are going to Guvak tomorrow. We're actually
Indeed,
also
yes.
we're actually also heading there, and perhaps it could be beneficial for us all to travel together. But I was also informed that magic might not be able to get us there.
Well, if it was only your group with the Blade Singers, might be a little tight, but I may be able to squeeze you all in.
I mean, we could maybe put a person in a necklace with Arcturus, right? As well?
Oh,
That's
that
two
would-
people down?
That would make it much easier.
Loin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Galoin.
Yeah.
You wish to take the halfling that you were accompanied with, correct?
Yes.
Very well.
He can join me in necklace, and I'll pass the necklace to whoever I trust from this group to carry it through the portal.
Very well. I will inform you as to what has happened. Two Kovakian scouts have arrived within Saishil this morning, before you had left to come here. They were resting and being recuperated of their injuries as they had sustained heavy ones trying to get here. Upon their consciousness being brought back to the pair of them, they revealed that Grand Kathos has been attacked by the White Death. The White Death has in fact killed many of the people. However, the council mostly survives, and many of the nomadic tribes around the surrounding areas have been unharmed. They have now sent a couple of tribes to the lair of the beast, with which we were to send our blade singers to aid them in whatever we could. If you are to go to Grand Kathos, or at least the Frostbitten Lake, they have requested that we enact the treaties of Ald, which I believe is something that you are also trying to do with them.
Correct.
If you were to somehow vanquish this threat and assist, we would agree to their treaties and pull them into the treaties we have agreed with you. It would at least prevent you from having to go there, and you would receive their aid in whatever is to come.
I mean,
Sounds
it
good.
only makes sense, right? If you can accommodate for us traveling as well, it would save us a lot of time.
I'm sure we could sort something out, yes.
And about Benson? Has
Yes.
there-
Benson will be returned to Saishil, where he will be probably looked after until he is fit and able to be taken to one of the nearby druid groves, where he will continue his training, but under the watchful eye. We have sort of come to a decision. We are to arrange a meet with many of the local druid grove leaders. And we are to appoint a new druid grove within the Everglade itself. This druid grove will be a community that is to defend the land. So it will not be just down to one person. However, as you can imagine with things such as this, there are many obstacles still in our way. Making the Druid Groves agree to this and sending out some of their brightest members to formulate such a grove in such a place of destruction as of now will be difficult. But hopefully there are aspiring druids that wish to formulate such a thing. We are
I
also wishing to speak with Dianthus on this matter, so that she may guide them in the early stages.
I I would actually volunteer to be one of the druids to help once all of this is settled. I would be happy to return and maybe assist in this until, you know, the circle of druid is formed there. If you can just get a few
That-
people to agree to do it whilst I'm still out.
That would be, incredibly kind. I know that your experiences with the people of Elenesta has not been a kind one, nor to you. And she nods. He nods towards you, Ahad, as well. If you would be willing to do such a thing, that would be, tremendously generous.
No, in given time, I'm not done yet with what I'm doing, but, I, I would be more than happy to assist Benson in at least his first few years of training and get a few people passionate about
Benson-
protecting the lands.
Benson would not join the community of the Everglade, at least to start with. Once he has at least come to young adulthood, then we would integrate him into the Everglade.
Mm-hmm.
But we heed your words and we understand that old traditions die hard, and it is time that we change the old broken ways. Not everyone agrees with this, as you can imagine. Some groves will not aid us, but I have hope that some will.
I hope so too. I don't know any, so I'm not of any help in that way, but hopefully you can hold out until my return.
There was another suggestion, but for now...
Go on.
A few of us have been speaking about the Untamed.
Yeah?
We, once again, are aware that they have been a threat to Elenasta for quite some time, based on the old traditions. The Everglade is far from the reaches of villages and cities, the closest being Stillwater, and even then is still quite a few days out. We were maybe thinking, if the Druid Groves do not agree to this, to at least allow the Untamed to claim the Everglade for a time. Give them a home, and if things work out, allow them to have that piece of land, as long as they are willing to protect it.
I look, I think both options are already much better than leaving a 8-year-old child on their own here. So I'm already grateful for the change.
You see there's like a look of like self-disdain as you say that, because he's allowed clearly this to happen for so long, and he kind of
Mhm.
like looks awkwardly down as you say it, but then nods.
Yeah.
What about
Well,
the
it's good to
kid's
hear.
parents?
Benson's parents will be informed of the situation, and it'll be down to Benson if he wishes to return to them or the Groves. The
So,
boy has an aptitude for the forests now, though, as does Maeve.
It happened to me too. I went from wanting to go home to feeling at home.
Yes.
so it's good to hear that going forward, people will have a choice of participating in being protectors.
Indeed. The
Oh.
old ways are wrong.
Well, there's good and
Well-
bad in things. It has worked for long, right? But clearly, as well, my family history has shown as well, not everyone takes kindly to it.
Indeed.
So, change is good.
Okay. Well, I think that settles it for the next steps for us, though, as a group, right? Can we, I don't know if this is too much to ask, but as it sounds like there won't be any time, would we be able to be sent with, like, some potions and stuff?
I will take you to Saishil, where you will rest for the evening. In the morning, we will ascend towards the Frostbitten Lake in Kovok.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yourselves, if you are willing, and the Bladesingers will begin to survey the lake to find what is there. I am more than happy to take you all this evening, with the few Bladesingers here, and your father and Benson to Saishil, so at least your father could spend a final night with his daughter, wife, and child.
That would be nice. Yeah.
If you're ready to go, we'll leave in the next 10 minutes. I will round up the other two Bladesingers. Very well. Oh, and of course, we have not prepared a reward for you for your efforts here today. But when you arrive in front of the council in the morning, by all means, we will ask for you what you would like from us. Have a think. It does not have to be something now, but it could be something later. Think about it. I will make sure there are potions prepared for your arrival.
That would
And
be
he
great.
starts to walk towards the exit. And yeah, if no one stops him, he walks outside and starts to go round people up. And you guys have got about 10 minutes. So Kellum is just kind of still sat on one of these cots. He's finished one of the wineskins and just kind of lays it next to him. And he just lets out a big sigh and leans back into the cot. And yeah, you guys are stood inside the tent. You got about 10 minutes before you embark towards Saishil.
Yes, Maeve.
Can you guys help me write this contract thing for my dad and sign it quickly?
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you. I don't know how to write very well.
What are you writing?
I'll help writing so she can keep reading.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been reading my book for the last half hour until.
Yeah. Not a problem. I need to find my page for your book reading. It's on here somewhere. But yeah. Okay, so what are you writing in this letter?
Do we, Joris, do you remember the names of the council in Arkenville? The people? I don't.
I do. I have a note on it somewhere, so
Dear
I'll just
Arkenville Council.
Yeah, their council.
We, the Wardens of Arkenvale.
You would
Also
know
known as.
you could address it to the voice of Arkenvale.
My good
Oh,
friend
yeah.
Henry Weston.
He is like the spokesperson for the council, so he would be someone that could relay that sort of information if that was necessary.
True. Let's do
So
that.
you're aware.
Yeah.
You mean
So-
Drexel?
Yeah, that was one of them.
That's one of the council
Yeah.
members, yeah.
Drexel, Tunip, Bellwater. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, this you did well. You did well.
Drexel, Tuna,
Arus.
Baldrick.
Where are my notes? Too many tabs.
You know, Andros definitely knows who the voice is, right? The voice of Arkham.
100%, yeah. He's my good
is it?
friend. Henry Weston. My
There you
good
go.
friend.
There you
Yeah,
go. You
he
could
said
address it
so.
to Henry. Yeah,
I'll
Henry
just
Weston.
address the letter to Mr. Weston as the voice of Arkenvale. That's like
Yeah.
the most official thing to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Aurora?
you would definitely know that sending the letter to him would then be addressed to the whole council because he's kind of their spokesperson.
Is there someone called Jargodi?
Yeah, Jagodi, Aaron Sparrowhawk, Tunip Bellwater or something. Kurt
Jagod?
Ruxell.
I spelled
What?
Jargodi.
Yeah, I
Jagod?
also write
Yeah.
Jagodi like it's.
That was
Yeah.
that half orc with spectacles, right?
That's the one. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Anyway, to the council and co.
Yeah.
I'll not, and I'll just write
The voice of
to the voice of to Mr. Henry Weston, the voice of Arkenvale.
Whom this may concern.
Exactly.
We, in brackets, the Iron Vortex, Wardens of Arkenvale, hereby convey that the family of Maeve Lenore, member of the Iron Vortex, is agreeing to let her family live in the Warden's Roost for an unspecific amount of time until further notice.
Perfect.
And signed by everyone.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Yeah, you can you write that up. You put it in like a little scroll case. And yeah, sorted. You can deliver that to whoever and get that sent. So, 10 minutes pass. You guys just managed to get this letter wrote down as Houndir arrives, and besides one of the trees outside, like the Blade Singers come in and say that they're ready. You all step outside, and as he traces his finger as like a big hole in the tree, the bark of the tree like falls inward, and you see these like flashing green lights, similar to what you've all seen before. As you see this portal, and as you look towards it, you can see the city of Seychelles through it. And yeah, you guys start heading towards it, and one by one, like running through this portal alongside the Blade Singers, and the two of the Blade Singers are holding a stretcher, and Benson is on that stretcher, so they are running through with Benson as well. And then Zeno follows in as well, and Houndir comes in after you. And as you all go through, hurtling through, all of you are now used to the transport via plants spell, so all of you are absolutely fine and no one throws up. Yeah, you all go through it. And that is where we'll cut to break, because I think that's a good breaking point. So we'll go to the loo and all those good stuff. So yeah, grab some snacks, grab some drinks. Tell us what you get in the chat, because we'd love to hear it. So yeah, we'll see you in about 5-ish minutes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello. Welcome back. Tell us what drinks you got. Tell us what snacks you got. Guys, what have we got? Real quick. Let's go around the room. Oh, that doesn't look right.
I'm
Use some
boring these days.
crisp and some water.
Eagle, I don't think you got roll 20 up. Eagle, did you hear that?
It's up.
Yeah.
It's up. It's good.
Okay, there you go. Now it is. Cool, perfect. Right, sweet. Flavored water, crisps, pizza? What is that?
No, Max had a fresh baked cookie as a surprise, so I was like, nice. It's a snickerdoodle thing.
How the hell did I think it was pizza? It looks like, I don't know if it's your lighting, but like half
Yeah,
of
it
it looks
looks
like
very yellow.
cheesy and the other looks like a crust. You know what I mean? You see
True,
it?
true, I
Okay,
can see
cool.
that. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, cool. I've also got water. I've got my favorite, but not strawberry today, which is cray cray. I've got peach and raspberry, which is very tasty. Peaches. Yeah, exactly. Don't sing it too well though, because we will get a copyright strike.
I can't do that growl, it's fine.
I love you. I love it. It's so good. Cool. Right. We're gonna kick things off not with peaches, but with natural havoc. And yeah, we see our party come fumbling and stumbling out of the side of a big giant tree in the city of Seychelles. And I will take you guys over to the map, as you guys have been here before. But there you go. Yeah, as you guys come stumbling out of the tree near the good old Hall of Echoes, Yeah, you're all there. The Blade Singers begin carrying Benson off into the Hall of Echoes as Houndir basically says to you all, you have the night to yourselves, and in the morning we will reconvene in the hall. So please do get some rest. Enjoy this time before we will head to Kavok. So the floor is yours as they all leave you. Zeno stays with you guys. But yeah, it's you guys and Zeno right now in Syshel. And it's the dead of night. It's fine. For midnight.
Before they leave, do I have a chance to ask something?
Sure, as that you go
Um,
for it, yeah.
yeah. Anyone seen Lorena around, like my friend the pixie?
Unfortunately, we have not seen Pixie as of late.
Okay.
But if you
Okay,
ask
right.
around,
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe she stayed by the inn. Okay.
yeah, or maybe she stayed with your companion Galoin. Maybe you could try there.
Yeah,
Because he's also in the
probably.
city. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Houndir walks off. What are you guys up to?
Yeah. I'll just wanted to know if like Elias is somewhere around or
Are you one of these?
sorry.
Are you asking someone here, or are you just looking?
I'm gonna ask someone because I just stumbled
Okay.
out of the tree.
So you ask Houndir, and Houndir turns around again and says, I personally have not seen Eliash since probably midday yesterday when I spoke to all of you. She come to see the council briefly for a time, and we sent her to the apothecaries and herbalists of Syshel. She had some private matters to attend to.
And those are probably closed right now, so
It is the dead of night, yes.
yeah, I figured.
Most establishments will be closed, but taverns and tap houses may still remain open.
I'll swing by.
Very well.
Do we still have that stone of sending or something? from
Before
earlier?
I go, does anyone else have any final questions?
What time are we here tomorrow?
Around 9-10.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Between those two times is when we will have prepared the items and ready for a conversation with you all about potential rewards upon your return.
Okay. Sounds good. Guys, I think I'm gonna take my dad to see my mother. I think that would be the best thing to do.
You should, yes.
I can meet you either there tomorrow time, or you can come with. I'm going to the Ripe Juniper. I think that's where she stayed last.
Do we still have rooms in
The other tavern.
That's where we stayed as well, wasn't it?
You guys
That's
stayed at
where
the
we
same time.
stayed,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know you have. I think you paid. You prepaid for some rooms, so I think you've still got at least 2 more nights in the inn.
well, let's go then.
Yeah.
I just look
Yeah.
at like, is my dad allowed to leave with us? Like, is there any guards following him? Or
There are people watching him. Yes.
Mhm.
They're not leaving his sight. There are definitely people sticking nearby. They're not like right up against him, but you know, they're keeping an eye on him. Bearing in mind he's literally in the capital city right now, where he's
yeah.
committed a crime. So yeah, there's people watching
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys head towards the Ripe Juniper.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, number 18 on the old map. So there you are. As you guys start heading over, it's not too far. It takes you about 10 minutes, if that. And yeah, you guys head on over, walk on in. You see the same friendly, warm sort of establishment. However, it is very empty because it is its closing time, and only people that are staying do get service at this hour. As there is someone behind the bar, but they do appear to be like cleaning up and putting things away, and you know, getting ready for the morning, let's say. But as you walk in, you get a smile and a wave as they recognize who you guys are. And yeah, you're in the Ripe Juniper. I assume you're going to take your father to your mother's room?
I'm going to assume it's still the same room. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think she paid for 4 nights, so she's got another 3 on top of this. So, yeah, you head on up, and
Maeve,
when
before you go, just a quick question about the stone we use for Elias. You still have it?
Yes. I mean it's late, so you can try, but it's or you want to use it anymore? But I have it.
I don't know if we have the time to converse with her in the morning, so I'm just gonna try my luck and see if I can
Look.
reach her.
Yeah, I mean, it's a once a day thing, anyways. You might be lucky and be able to do it tonight and tomorrow. So I'll just.
Exactly.
You might
There
get
you
more
go.
than lucky.
Spend time
Yeah.
with your family. We'll catch up.
I guess I grab a room key from the bar before I head up for myself.
You have a room.
you already have one.
Yes.
You've already
Oh,
paid.
but okay. I guess I still have the key. Fine.
You've got it. Because I believe all of you have your own rooms apart from Arcturus and Erhard, who are sharing.
Shion and Maeve are sharing. Arcturus and
Shion and Maeve are not sharing because Shion had her own room. Shion had her own room, so did Maeve.
Okay.
What about Galoin? Was he sharing with
I think Galoin shared with Andros.
He had his own room because Andros bought his own room as well.
Oh, correct. Galoin did buy his
Was
own
I
room.
sharing with Galoin then?
Nope.
No. Oh,
No,
Galoin
you
gave
all-
me his key.
You all had your
But-
own rooms, but Erhard and Arcturus decided to share.
Yeah, we spent
Okay.
out an enormous amount of money just to get rooms, and then I
Yep.
got stuck with Erhard. So yeah, have fun.
Yeah. In
Okay.
all fairness, I think you probably end up sleeping in your necklace anyway, so you have your own room in a necklace, so you're good. But yeah, so you head up towards your mother's room, and do you knock or do you let him knock? Like, what's the sitch here?
I guess I'll let him knock. I just show him that this is
You
the
wait?
door.
Do you wait
Yeah,
by
no,
the
I stay
door?
around.
Yeah.
I stay
Okay, cool.
around, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'll
so
let him stand in the doorway.
yeah, and he's like, Maeve, we didn't really leave on the best of terms.
You and Mum?
Yeah. I didn't tell her what I was about to do when I did it.
No, but I think she knew that you were looking for me. Because that's what I was told.
Yeah. She knows because they told her.
Well, she's still. Well, she wanted to stay here still. She's probably upset, but she loves you enough to still be around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure.
I imagine you are gonna get a slap and then a kiss, or a kiss and then a slap.
What could be worse than a dead lich and giant bat creature than... Yeah, I'll stop waffling. He
Yeah.
knocks.
Yeah.
And immediately, the door like swings open very shortly after. As she runs out, she sees the pair of you, and she immediately hugs you, Maeve, first. And after hugging you, she like looks at him, and you see there's a bit of tension, but then she hugs him. And it's just like, you're both back. You both, you did it. You saved your father, and what now? What happens now?
I told you. And a peek in, is Aaron still awake, or?
He's fast asleep on the bed. You
Okay.
can see it's midnight. He's only young still, so yeah, he's fast
Yeah.
asleep. I'm just really happy that you both made it. It's... Maybe we could be a family once more.
I'm not. My mission isn't finished yet, Mom.
No, I know. But I mean in time. When things have calmed down and we've all had the time that we need to do the things that we need to do. But there's hope. There's hope that it's gonna happen again.
I look over to my dad. Does Mum know about the consequence? You know, of beating and staying alive and.
I don't think so. And he looks at her, and she like looks at him. The consequences are my own, and I do not expect you to follow. But my freedom does come at a price. And that price is that I can no longer be within Sizeshield. That price is that I can no longer be in Elenasta. I will have to rebuild and start a new life elsewhere. But I understand that your life is here. You don't need to come with me. You really don't. And she just puts her hand like on his like mouth to stop him from talking. And she hugs him and just says, "We're not being separate again. We work better together. What would I tell Aaron if we didn't? Come in, come in." And she takes him inside the room. And then she looks at you and says, "If you wish to, please come in, but we have to keep it down."
I'll come in for a bit, but I have to leave again in the morning, so I need to get some sleep in an hour or so.
And she like wipes the side of your face from some like muck or dirt that you've had on there since the battle, probably a bit of blood to be honest. And she like wipes it off, and she's just like, "You really are grown up, aren't you?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it goes quick, but we have many years to go. We're lucky like that. Unlike Dad. And I give him a wink.
And you see him like flash a smile, but it doesn't stay too long because he doesn't want to get on his wife's bad side. As then he goes back to being a little bit more sorrowful, and she says, "Well, maybe stay for an hour, but then off to bed, where you must, get ready for tomorrow. It's a big day."
Mum, I can't say I was expecting to be sent to my room this quickly after seeing you, but I'll take it.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant you need to get your rest.
It's okay. It's
And
okay.
she hugs you.
I'll hug her back. And I imagine we talk a little bit. But then I look at them both and I'll say, "Look, I know we don't have much time, and it's completely up to you if you want to do anything with this. But I spoke to everybody else in the group, and we all came to the agreement that maybe it would be good for you guys to use our house in Arkenvale for the time being, seeing as Dad can't stay in Elanesta. You are more than welcome to travel there and use our house for however long you need. Have somewhere else to go. We don't use it."
You have a home in Elenasta, in Arkenvale.
It's called the Warden's Roost because we're the Wardens of Arkenvale, and so we were given this as a reward, I guess, and stay.
Well, that would... Zeno, did you hear that? That would at least give us a starting point. We could actually do this.
It's a lovely home. There's actually an old lady in there who is supposed to keep up with it. She's lovely. She has a little bit of an alcohol problem, and she might ask you times who you are, but she's harmless. She looks after the garden and stuff. There's a garden. It's a really nice house. Big enough. There's plenty of rooms.
Is it safe enough for Aaron?
It should be. Look, you've obviously heard of the attack on Arkenvale. I don't know what to guarantee you. It will be as safe as any other big city. It is a city after all. That's maybe a little new for you, Mum.
sure we could try to make it work.
It has a garden, you know, you're not up in like a little room. It's a nice house and it's big enough, but you will be within city walls.
What do you think, Zeno? I think we maybe shouldn't, look away from an opportunity to get us on the right track. Who knows? Maybe we might like Arkenvale. Then
It's
they
not
both smile
bad.
at one another.
Yeah. And I fish out a little piece of paper that I had everybody help me write earlier. And I hand it over to my dad and I say, this should hopefully help. You could send it off or maybe take it with you. You know, it definitely gets there safe. This is for the council and the spokesperson. We know them. It's just to say that we all agree that you guys should stay there for the time being, as we don't use it.
You see, your mother has you can see like a glisten to her eyes as if she's like welling up. And she just like hugs you and Zeno at the same time and like pulls you in. And she's just like, it truly is a brilliant day. Not only have you helped me bring my husband back, your father, you're also providing us with a fresh start and a place for Aaron to have a life with his family. We'll promise that we'll earn our keep, we'll find jobs, we'll try to pay our way and make sure that the house is clean and do gardening and such and help Petunia. Yes, we'll do all these things.
I'm sure there will be jobs to do, and there's a shop called Featherstones, I believe. They do like gemstones and stuff. He's a good friend of ours. Explain who you are. He'll be more than happy to go for a drink with you guys and, you know, tell about the stories we've had with him as well in Arkenville.
Very well.
Yusuf Featherstone is his name.
Yusuf, okay, we'll remember that name and maybe let him know who we are and see if he can at least assist us in getting a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Maeve, you've done so much for us already and I feel like we can't provide anything back.
That's okay. Just stay safe. Keep Aaron safe. Keep yourself safe. And, you know, I don't know how we can stay in touch other than maybe some scrolls of sending. But try and contact me when you can.
Right? Okay. Yes, yeah, we'll do that. Scrolls of sending. Okay.
Trispire, if you visit the Trispire, I'm sure they have scrolls of sending. Here's some money if I want, and I'll give 250 gold.
How much was that?
250?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And I will say that you guys spend maybe another half hour just chatting and being a bit quiet because Aaron is asleep. And he does stir every now and then, but he goes straight back to sleep. He's only young. And yeah, you guys have a lovely evening just reminiscing and having a few drinks and kind of just enjoying some family time that you haven't had in many years.
Good.
But we cut to the rest of the group. Arcturus, you have the sending stone, so we'll start with you
Yes.
to see what you're doing. And Erhard, you're in the same room, so yeah, the pair of you are in there.
Well,
obviously,
I was gonna-
I'm. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we'll start with Arcturus then if you're not going to be with him. That's fine.
Obviously, I will do like the most logical thing to do, and that's like walk over to Elias's room and knock on the door.
Eliash is not staying here.
She was? No? She wasn't?
Nope.
Oh, then there's no room to knock on. And
Eliash was not in. She left you guys to go and deal with her own things. The last you saw of her, and you know that she was going to an alchemist's or herbalist's. And you
Yeah.
would know that she would, with the current conditions that she has, if they were going to trial some things, she would probably be staying there for treatments and
Okay.
such.
Oh, I kind of missed that part.
That's okay.
In that case, I'm just gonna try to reach out for through the stone.
Okay.
Because I feel it's important for her to know where we are headed and also a bit of a personal thing. So I'm just gonna ask for
So you
like,
pick up your sending stone and hold it up to your ear, and what do you say?
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
stop now. I'm
24 words.
24 words. Okay. Hey Eliash, it's Arcturus here. Just came back from Shadowfell. Wanted to reach out for you to let you know we're leaving. I still have
One word.
one word. Tomorrow.
Ah, cool. There you go. Yeah, and you say it. You like look at it, and it seems to like faintly glow, which it doesn't normally do. But you've like left like a message almost into the sending stone, and when the said person looks at said sending stone, they can hear the message and then reply back.
Okay.
That's actually how it works. It's basically a mobile phone
It's like
with a voicemail.
like a sort of voicemail system. Like, huh?
Yeah. You hear back Arcturus afterwards. Please leave the message after the beep. And it's like, ah, damn it, I gotta say it all again.
Eliash is not on this plane of existence. Please
Yes.
hold the line.
Yeah, it appears that Eliash may be sleeping or otherwise indisposed as of right now.
Okay. I don't know any other way to actually reach her, and I also like that. Like we're leaving on an adventure again, so
Yeah.
better get some sleep in. And I figure like, oh, it's probably not in the room, so I have nobody to talk about, and I have an orb, and I will jug it close to me and see what
Nice.
happens.
Then we'll go to Erhard. What are you up to this evening?
Well, necessarily mean that I'm not gonna be in the room, but I was gonna find Goloin and find Rowena because I kind of was busy studying my father's stuff and kind of forgot about her too much, and just want to like take the time to really catch up and just try and figure out what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
When I'm gone again.
You would
Yeah.
know that Galoin does have a room here, so you go knock on Galoin's room, and he answers. He is currently wearing what looks to be like silk pajamas, which you definitely know he didn't own before today. Well, before the last time you saw him. So maybe he went out and bought some with some money that he had, and has treated himself to some nice silk. And he's got one of those caps on with that like droop down as well. And he like very blearily eyed opens the door. He's like,
Hi, we alive.
oh my god, hello.
You look
Oh, what do
dashing.
you think? And he like does a little spin.
Looks lovely.
Yeah, well, I'm grateful that you're alive. Could you not have come back like a few hours earlier or in the morning though? It's
Well,
very late.
We were trying. Sorry. But
It's
we're also
alright, it's not
leaving
your
again
fault.
soon.
Wait, what?
So there's been a situation. But should I come in shortly? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure. I've got Louina in here. She's asleep.
Oh.
Do you want me
Cool.
to wake her up?
Well, I kind of wanted to talk to her, but I guess if she's sleeping, maybe just tell her to come to me in the
It's
morning.
literally like
Yeah.
12:30 at night.
Well, you know,
It's
I don't
very
think
late.
about stuff sometimes. Yeah, send her to me in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll
And,
come out as well. What sort of time? 8?
Yeah, 8 sounds good because
Sure.
yeah.
We'll
yeah.
have breakfast.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See you at breakfast. Sorry for
Good
waking
night.
you
No, it's fine. It's all right. I wasn't sleeping anyway.
up. Didn't look like it. But sure, you look dashing. You look lovely.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Thanks for being alive. And he shuts the door and goes back to
Sorry.
bed. Okay. Shion, Andros, what are you guys up to? Shion's reading a book, I assume?
Yeah, it's easy. I'm just reading my book for 8 hours straight.
Not a problem. And Andros?
Sleeping 8 hours
Okay,
straight.
cool. I will then cut to you guys have a wonderful night's rest on a comfy bed after a very hard, exhausting day. You feel a warmth while holding the orb and feel like, maybe holding the orb has reduced your sentence that little bit, like it normally does, or at least prolongs it so that you don't come to a demise of some sort. But yeah,
Die.
yeah. But yes, you sleep with that, and yeah, it reduces that for you. And you guys all get a long rest. You get your spell slots back, your hit points back, and half of your hit dice rounded down back. So you know, if you've used too many hit dice, remember you only get half rounded down back. So yeah. But you guys awake in the morning. And it's a pretty pleasant day. It's not too bad. It's about 8 a.m. You know you've got like an hour and a bit until you need to go and meet up with them. I would say there's quite a few sounds of footfall as people travel down. I'm trying to find a music list here and I cannot find it. But yeah, you guys travel. You start traveling down the stairs and make your way towards the breakfast table where
Can I-
there are various rolls. Oh, yeah.
Can I make a roll for my dwarven belt?
Yes.
2d10?
Yes.
Or is it 1d100? I have that showing up.
I think it's a D100. Roll
Okay.
a D100.
18.
I can't remember which way around.
I think it's
been so
below,
long.
right? I shot high last time.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Let me just quickly look it up.
Please.
Initial watching.
I want this.
It's good if you already have one. Yeah, I'm gonna say I think you're right. I think you rolled high last time. And you were like buzzing, and then it wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, because it doesn't state which side we went, which side it goes, like yes or no.
Yeah.
And I went with high was wrong last time. So I was saying, what does Andros look like as he wakes up this morning?
Andros, I don't think you would have noticed this yet, but he probably got up, he's kind of slouched, he's really tired, but just this, like, full-grown beard has just shown up. Like, it's not entirely super long, but it goes decently down. Just entirely black beard, just formed right there on his face. Looking very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You have a big old black beard as you wake up this morning. And yeah, also you don't really notice it. Maybe you start heading downstairs, still not noticed it. And as you all gather around the table, as you see a Shion, who was there very early, still reading her book at the table while having like a coffee or something in the morning, just like reading along. And yeah, you guys are having your breakfasts. Maeve's family come down and sit at the table as well. Galoin comes down, and then Lowena comes down as well, the little pixie that you guys traveled to Seishal with. As Lowena sits next to Erhard, Galoin is sat next to Andros, and then Maeve and family are all sat together as the rest of you kind of sit wherever you please. But yeah, you guys are having breakfast. You got about an hour. You guys are just hanging out, relaxing, chit-chatting, idle, reading a book for Shion, I imagine, for as much free time as possible.
And looking up and just raising an eyebrow at Andros's beard.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, well I'm not going to ask.
Andros? What happened?
What do you mean? What's
Your
up?
face? What happened to your face?
What happened to my face? What are you talking about?
Is that
part
also
of
the
your
Katha?
growing up thing?
Why is everything gotta be decaf all of a sudden?
Well, you tell me. Is his beard black, by the way? Context?
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, you've got all this hair on your face. This black hair.
I got hair, and I guess I'll feel the beard. Oh. Okay. No? Is this... Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually... I can get with this. Yeah, I mean, I feel... Yeah, I mean, it's a beard. Wow.
Does it go down his trunk as well, or like?
No, just around where a beard would form on a normal person. But Zeno looks at you, and he like he grabs you and like starts checking your shoulders and like your arms.
Yeah.
And he's like looking around, and then he like doesn't seem to spot anything. So then he like starts getting a bit closer to you, and he's like, Andros,
Yeah.
you don't have any bite marks at all, do you?
No. I mean, if you want to bite me real quick, this is the best time to do so.
No, I'm not spreading this.
Okay,
It's a
but
curse.
I'm already cursed. I don't think your curse is gonna do anything at this point.
Well, I think it really would. It'd make things even a whole lot worse. You've got that weird fucking magic stuff that you do.
Okay,
Which I'm not gonna question. It's entirely up to you.
it's
Like,
not
look, I'm
weird.
not judging.
I mean,
Well, it is a little
you got your daughter literally turns into elemental animals. What do I have that's even weirder than that?
the ability to do necrotic stuff.
And it's not that crazy. People do crazier things than me.
Right. Well, let's just say I'm technically untamed. You a necrotic. We're kind of in the same boat. Imagine being
that's
both
awesome.
real bad.
It's awesome though. We are like
Frowned upon. Deemed
Okay.
as criminals.
Okay, whoa. I am no criminal. I mean, I don't know if you've seen what I've done. I am no criminal.
Right. Neither is half of the untamed, but they are deemed as criminals.
Yeah, because the world is a messed up place. Back in my
I
land, we
agree.
look at you like a cool person. You'd be welcomed. Right, Liz?
What I'm trying to say is, you haven't grown the beard because I've accidentally bit you and not realized.
No,
right?
no. You didn't bite me. You didn't bite me at all. I don't know. I mean, I have that belt of dwarven thing. Do I have the magic thing? A magic item did this?
You asking me?
Well, I don't know anything about magic. You apparently know more than me.
Right. And he just turns away. He's like, he's not entertaining this conversation as he is clearly the least magical orientated person here. Even his wife knows more about magic than he does because she literally knows how to cast spells.
Yeah.
So he just like turns away and he's just like, well, and then he looks at Galoin and just nods. In like a non-magical, respectable way.
I wish I could do that. I'll just eat my food in a magical way.
But yeah, you guys enjoy your breakfast. Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna first of all say sorry again, Goloin. Hope you had a good night.
Oh yeah, it was all right, thanks. I am just a bit tired.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
And I will kind of turn to Louina and just have kind of conversation with her, like what she wants to do now. Like,
Yeah, Lowena gives you the impression that she's not really sure as to what to do, but she knows that there are people in Syshul that can help her. And she just basically converses with you that she's going to try and see if she can regain those memories that she did lose. And there appear to be druids here within the city that have the capabilities of reversing such a thing, as you had yourself. The Houndir.
Yeah.
Houndir was capable of doing it. So she has already spoken to Houndir, and Houndir has said that he will help her, but not right now because things are a little tense. So yeah, he's already offered his services to her. So she's going to stay in Syshul for a little bit. She also tells you that she was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Grint, and Grint has offered to show her around the city a little bit.
yeah.
He met her yesterday, and apparently he knows who you are, and apparently they were just chatting, and he was sharing like stories and stuff, and he also has some druidic magics of his own.
Yeah, and I will just encourage her to do all
Yeah.
that, and kind of tell her like, yeah, I'm gonna maybe ask the council for help for that whole situation in the future, because obviously I don't really have family here anymore, but I know there's family on the other side essentially, and also knowing that our friends over there are in trouble somehow, somewhere, and just tell her that.
Yeah.
Hopefully she will be here when I come back and still alive.
Yeah, you get the feeling that she doesn't feel ready to move on to another place, because the last time she's had any sense of freedom, it was all taken away from her, and in the city, being here inside the walls, she seems to have that freedom. So yeah, she's gonna stay for a while. So yeah, and you guys, you all converse, you all have your conversations, and then it starts to roll around until about 9 a.m. when you all know that you are to meet. But Arcturus, you feel a warmth from your pocket.
Good,
as you
because
check-
I've like sitting on my chair like all the time, like being nervous.
Yeah.
Why isn't she answering?
And you receive back, I need to do 24 words as well. So you receive back, Arcturus, you plan to leave tomorrow, not needing my aid for transportation. Well, haven't we come far? I can meet you in morning, and that's what you get. Sorry, it would be this morning, not in morning.
Yeah,
This morning.
exactly,
I can
like
meet you
this morning.
Yeah, 'cause
Which
it
is
would've
like
been...
today, this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an appointment with the Echoes at 9, right?
And it's coming up to 9 now.
It's like almost.
You would know the stone does allow you to send one more message because it's a new day. So
Yeah.
you could send her another message.
You would have three.
Something like that, yeah. I am gonna respond. Eliash, nice to hear from you. Want to meet you this morning at Big Tree.
That's also a word.
Yeah, around 12.
Okay.
Well,
No, not 12. No, it's way too late.
Wait.
10.
Too many words. As you say 12.
Crap.
Oh wait, no, too late, and then it ends. And then you hear in your head, Arcturus, I wasn't able to use the sending stone again, as it was this morning. What time did you wish to meet?
I cannot like talk to her normally, right?
She's cast sending on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's so like rather than using the stone, she's just cast on you.
It's much more easier, yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Sorry. We have a meeting at 9. So either before that, during the walk through there, or like shortly after, because we are shortly leaving for another adventure, apparently.
Yeah, and then she casts it again, and then she says to you, I can meet you in 10 minutes outside of the Hall of Echoes if you wish.
That's wonderful.
There you go. And I will say you guys leave and start heading towards the Hall of Echoes.
Only one thing I want to do.
Yes.
Let's ask Galoin
Yeah.
to give a certain letter back, because we are alive.
Oh, right. Do you know what? I kind of forgot about this. It feels like it's been ages. And
It
yeah,
has
she
been
hands
ages.
the letter back. Yeah.
Oh. Thank you, Glenn, for keeping us safe.
Wait. Ahad? Oh, okay. I thought that was the
Uh-oh.
case.
Uh-oh.
wild
the-
magic.
The wild magic has sent all of us to other places. Hello, I am Shield Laraniel.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
He's back.
I am
Ah,
half of Octorus.
as Erhard poofed out to the astral plane.
I didn't know I'm Maeve now. Hi guys. I hope I can turn into fun
Yeah.
animals. I'm Maeve. I'm kind of cringe. I don't know much about the world or anything.
I'm
Um,
Erhard.
No, you're Andros actually.
Hey, there
I'm
you
so
go.
cool.
Yeah, Roxanne, dude.
So Erhard, what happened was you bamfed out to the astral plane once more, and for 6 seconds floated around in space to then bamf back to the breakfast table and realize everyone had left because they were leaving towards the hall as you run and chase after them, as they all thought you just teleported there and rudely didn't take them with you. And that's what happened.
Yay!
technically. Cool. Yeah. So you guys start heading out. Did someone want to do something before they left?
Ooh. No, I want time. Yeah, no, we're going.
Okay.
I assume my parents are walking us there, so I'm
Yes,
not gonna say
they'll
goodbye.
come
Yeah,
with you. Yeah. As you guys head over towards that, and you are followed by 2 guardsmen who are the same 2 guardsmen that were following you yesterday and keeping an eye on your father. But yeah, you guys start heading towards there, and as you do, you see stood in front of the Hall of Echoes, an Eliash. Ah, it's good to see you all. I hope the trip to the Shadowfell went swimmingly.
It was
You-
quite interesting.
You all returned alive, at least, so that's good.
Well, it's even better. We returned with more people than we went in, so
Good.
yeah, we
Uh,
found a solution.
That is good to hear. Arcturus, you wish to speak to me?
Yes, a quick word, if you may, guys. I will catch up with you in a bit.
All of you head into the hall, and Arcturus and Eliash outside.
Just, Alice, how are you? Did you find a solution?
I appear to have found a temporary solution, at least. Something to stop the progress, but not to retract it.
It's more work for that, I believe, but I'm glad
It
to hear
is.
you have a temporary solution.
Yes, and I have tested it this morning, as I have already been to Arkenvale in the early hours to report what you have done thus far. I've informed them all of your efforts in Craddock and the fact that you had returned to Syshil, meaning that you have also accomplished this task.
I think I can confirm that the Echoes are on par with us now, so
That's the feeling that I got from speaking with them earlier
And
today.
also they are transporting us to Kuvak for
Yes.
the next assignment.
After hearing your message, I sent one to you, but you didn't respond. I think you might have been asleep. And then I did speak to the Echoes, and they informed me that you were to travel with them. Which is good, because it does mean that it means I do not have to use an exuberant amount of energy.
No, that's why I just wanted to let you know that we are like moving forward, just to give you some rest. And we exactly what you said. We found another means of transportation without like teleportation circles. It has something to do with trees. I'm not like
I do not understand it myself. I believe they call it transport via plants. I just
plants.
am
But
curious.
how?
Yes, I do not know. It is divine magics which is infused with druidic magic. It is bizarre.
Fascinating. I should have asked May for that. She might know stuff about it. But yeah,
I very much believe Maeve, if she becomes the druid that I think she will one day be able to do it herself. And from what I hear, as long as you have seen the tree, you can transport to it. Meaning your travels thus far will mean that she could travel across all of Northern Veritas.
I'll be happy to relay that information to her.
Certainly, yes.
Yes.
Obviously, if the tree is cut down, then you may have a slight problem, but
Obviously.
yes.
What I also wanted to talk about before we part ways is some sort of apology. Like, you remember our conversation at the waterfall?
I do.
It was not the intent of me or the Iron Vortex to lie about the matter. Like, it's for two reasons. I believe I spoke with you about the Dragon Lady, right?
Indeed.
Well, after we got the upper hand in the fight, she looked like she grew wings, dragon-like wings, which is odd. It doesn't happen too much. And she started almost like begging for her life. So, given the fact that they just launched a full-scale attack on Arkenville, due to some old sentimental source stories and tales, and that she and her accomplice, which happens to be someone we knew, were trying to flee, I was like, something is not right. And call it intuition if you like. Something was not right. And looking at the details, I was right. But like, remember the time in Sedonis when we first like actually met you, when we like infiltrated the rooms of Taff?
Yes.
We found evidence like that Taff was working with a person trying to find the orb as some sort of relic. And this letter, a lady was described, not with a name or anything, but a lady was described. And we later learned that it was this lady looking for this very specific item. And knowing what this item was, and knowing it could do like very bad stuff in her hands, we knew it was a danger to keep inside the city, so we took it with us without informing the council, trying to you know that system where if a certain amount of people don't know about a certain thing, it's safer. Like, you know what I mean? The less people know about something, the safer it is.
I agree that keeping control of a chaotic situation and keeping it under wraps from the public and people that could react negatively or badly to a situation that is out of everyone's control would be the correct approach. However, I find it strange that you feel that you held that responsibility for a city that you were not part of.
Well, like I said, call it intuition, call it faith or something, because we found out later that people from authorities from a different city were actually intertwined, like Ivan Twiller. So, what if like there was like a spy or a mole in Arkenville? It's just, yeah, something that came up. It was not the intent to lie to the council. It seemed the best way for us to keep everyone safe.
Well, I appreciate you coming to me with this information. From what I hear from the Tri-Spire, they may have located exactly where this woman resides.
Good.
And I will inform you now that there will be preparations for a full-scale attack on her location when we are ready.
And I can understand the council would be hesitant to share that location, but do know that we will be there to aid everyone.
Once we are aware of who our allies are and those that wish to accept and honor the treaties of old, there will be a meet where we will enact vengeance upon those that have done wrong to us.
Good. Thank you for understanding. Like, it has been on my chest for quite some time, and I'm actually glad I finally got to speak it to you.
I appreciate what you've told me, although I do not think it is entirely correct in the approach that you took.
That might be true. But the party was not on par with each other, and not knowing how to deal with the situation accordingly might have also caused this. So I'm just happy it's out.
I understand. Thank you for bringing this information to my attention. So,
Be
Kavak,
careful. Uvak, yes.
you're telling me to be careful.
Oh,
I hear you're heading towards the lair of the White Death.
yeah, I don't know what the White Death is, but if people call it the White Death, it's probably not as
Well,
friendly as it seems.
they know it's a dragon. It won't be an easy fight. You have fought drakes in the city of Arkenvale. Dragons are much fiercer, vicious, and more intelligent creatures.
Good. I
You
might
will
reason
have-
with them.
You will need to be very careful.
Yes, because I'm the only one who can actually understand them.
Also, food for thought. White dragons are a little more primal than the rest.
That's good to know.
They're known to be hunters that like to stalk their prey and attack unexpectedly.
Good. That's good to know.
Keep your
I-
wits about you.
I have a plan, so thank you
Well-
for sharing.
I'm glad you do, because I don't even think the Blade Singers of Syshel will be able to deal with this one.
Well, luckily they accompany us with, or we accompany them. This is how you see it. But hey, they didn't think we would came out of the portal in the Shadowfell, and we emerged victorious. So
Well,
let's hope for wonders will happen.
I look forward to hearing of your tales in Kavak then.
I will. I hope to return with the tales, and then, yeah, and I'll very, very, very awkwardly
Mhm.
try to give her a hug.
Yeah, she'll hug. She'll hug back. And then as you pull the hug back, she just places a hand on your shoulder and she just says, "Be safe. You promised to help me with some arcane discoveries once this is all done."
I'm looking forward to it.
And she smiles
So-
and turns and goes to walk away.
And I'll just watch over my shoulder. I'll have a slight smile, and I'll walk in.
Yeah, the top right of your screen, you see Eliash will remember this. And, yeah,
That's 3.
Yeah,
Thank you, Emma.
And you head on in and into the hall of echoes. I will say that your father, your mother, and Aaron all start to say their goodbyes to you, Maeve, and they all like hug you and say thank you for everything that you've done for them. And they begin to leave the Hall of Echoes shortly after as well. As Galoin kind of looks at you guys a little bit, he's not sure what's about to happen. He doesn't. You get the feeling like he's a bit on edge. He doesn't know if he's coming with you or not. Like he's kind of just stood there like a bit awkwardly because he's hearing like, you know, that you guys are going to Kavak and like you're gonna go fight a dragon, and he's like, am I coming? Am I staying? Like he doesn't really know what's going on.
Is it a good idea to bring Galoin? We don't know if we'll even go to a village or anything, right?
I hate to say this. Coin is my best friend. But I would want to see you around that dragon. Heck, I don't want to see us around a dragon. I'm still questioning my own want of being there. Galoin, Maeve's family is going back to Arkenvale. I think it's best that you travel with them there and once it's all said and done, we'll meet you there. We'll meet you back in Arkenvale.
Okay. Do they need a carriage driver?
I mean, you're the best. You're the best one.
Okay. It might take a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I could. Zeno's pretty tough, right? He'll be able to protect
he'll
us.
be able to protect you.
Your mother knows some magic, so she'll be able to do some stuff as well.
We're actually receiving a reward today, and I was gonna ask if they could help my parents transport to Arkenvale, but maybe I don't know. Maybe you can do the travel via plans and get there in a day or so, and you can go
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Roy. That's what I want for my reward.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, yeah, that would make. Maybe I could help them settle and get them used to the town and introduce them to people. Like maybe that
Gloin,
could be
I'm
really
so
helpful.
sorry. I forgot. Oh my god. I am gonna pull him very quickly to the side so no one else
Yeah.
can. I'm so sorry. It was in the moment yesterday, but I feel so bad. I know you're also. But I basically told my parents that they can use their house. I hope they're okay with you. They're not allowed to stay here.
Yeah, you keep speaking to me, but the words aren't coming to me. But I think I understand what you're telling me.
Can you hear me?
y-
Hello?
Yeah, just it's like your mouth's moving, but the noise isn't there sometimes. It's breaking up a little bit. But I
Oh,
think
I'm
what you were
sorry.
trying to say to me was that they're gonna live in the house that we own as wardens, which is absolutely fine. Maybe I could even show them to your room so that they have your room to stay in, and everyone can take mine, and I'll take one of the others. That's fine.
That's. Can you? I hope you can hear me better now that I are trying to
Yeah,
articulate
that's
my
much
words.
better. Yeah, you're not facing the wall and talking to me now. That's better.
So,
It's okay.
Bit,
Bit
it's
weird,
been a long
Maeve.
night. Anyway, I wanted to apologize because I forgot to ask you beforehand, and we made the decision beforehand, and I
Oh,
didn't
of
see you
course
until
I'm
the
gonna say
morning.
it's fine.
But yeah, not too surprised that you both then move into the same house as a family and you didn't know about it. That's why
That's
I wanted
okay.
to.
Yeah, well, maybe I could show them around a little bit, and maybe I could speak to Yusuf, because he knows who I am as well. So maybe, yeah, maybe I can help them at least get started.
Yeah,
Because how long will you guys be gone for? Like what, a couple of days, maybe?
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they teleport us to the city, I could definitely get them sorted for the first few days, get them settled.
Yeah. And well, I've given them money for a sending scroll so they can contact me. I won't be able to
Yeah.
say anything back, I don't think. I'm not sure. Oh no, I can. But yeah, but only
Do
that one time.
Do you want me to take socks?
I think it's best. I wish I could keep him, but there's no point in even letting him out if we're going into the cold. So he'd just be in the
That's
ring all the
okay.
time.
And Andros, do you want me to take Tenko?
Yeah. Take the bird.
Okay. I've got Jasper, that's fine. Samuel's with Grint. Who else have we got? Well, Olaf and Kada, they do
Yeah.
their own things anyway.
And that's it.
Wait,
Well,
is
we have
the crab with us, or
yeah,
did
we
leave
have
him?
no, we
Oh,
left. We
No, I think we brought him.
what a crap.
I don't remember. I'll check my room in case
Yeah.
he's under the bed.
Check for the crab.
I may have lost him. But yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I pulled
Um,
Grint in the biggest hug, like lift him up, hug him.
Grin?
Yeah, no, not Grint. Galoin, my bad.
Yeah. I was like, It's like, you're pretty tall as
Yeah.
well. You lift him very high off the ground. So, it'll be fine. It's okay. You'll be gone for a few days, and then we'll catch back up when you're ready. It's fine.
What's the first time we don't have you with us? You've been here since.
Well, that's not true.
I mean, you've pretty much been around to start. Like you were here to.
Well, you guys traveled for a day on the boat in Craddock. You guys went to the Shadowfell today and come back last night and rudely awoken me. And then you went to the Erentol mines. You were in there for hours. You did the whole Kingsley Taft ball and left me in the tavern, but it does. It's all good. It's fine. It's not a problem. I'm not complaining. I don't want to see the dragon, is what I'm trying to say. But you
I
know,
know.
like, you could have took me to some.
When
other
we get
places,
back,
but it's
we'll
fine.
go out for some drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll always be part of the Iron Vortex.
I know that. I'm a warden. And he
You
like
are a
shows
warden.
His little brooch that he wears very proudly.
Exactly.
Next time we go to a different plane of existence, we'll tell you.
And I would like to point out, you all remember that time I hit something with my crossbow?
I was right there next to you.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Maybe I'll hit something else in the future.
That was amazing. So yeah.
I lean in. Petunia's a little too old, okay? You can't.
I'm not a shoot Petunia.
I'm just putting it
I
out
just
there.
had-
Imagine the
It's a threat.
prank you could
Glowing.
play on her with the ring. The ring of the rats. It'll be fun.
Yes, I've also got, Jasper and his mates.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, that's good. Yeah, not a problem. I will make sure that your family's A-okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that the menagerie, meaning Tenko and maybe Clarence if he's here, is all good as well, including socks.
Yeah, maybe see about getting Tenko therapy.
Sorry?
Therapy?
Therapy?
Yeah, he might need some therapy, you know?
Okay, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I can maybe arrange something.
Maybe see if
Okay,
he
well, I'm
chills
gonna
out.
go sort some stuff out, but good luck. Kill the dragon. Maybe bring something like a souvenir back from it for me. That'd be great.
You want us to do it? A wing?
Yeah, scale, something like that. Whatever.
Scale?
We'll bring some back.
We'll do our
Claws,
best.
wh-
Yeah.
whatever
Do our
you
best.
can. Nothing too big, because obviously I am only little. But yeah, that'd be great.
You're the greatest.
Big Agaloin.
Thanks. Well, this Wagoneer's got a job to do, so good luck.
This is your
See you
quest now,
guys.
Loin. This is your quest.
Yeah, it certainly is. Oh, maybe I can get Zeno to bite me, and he just walks out the door.
Been asking him to bite me.
And yeah, you guys are left in the hall, and eventually are led to the main council's chamber, and you actually see that Hounder is the one stood up in front of everyone at this point, as he says,
I'm glad that all of you could make it. We have spoken at length about what reward we could give you, and we have decided that there is no true gift worthy of the efforts that you have performed for us. So we will ask all of you individually what you would like from us to see if we can help you moving forward. We have provided here, and he gestures to a table with potions. There are 6 greater healing potions. There are 4 regular healing potions, and 1 superior healing potion. Hopefully these will benefit you and aid you in the coming bout. But as for your rewards, who would like to go first?
stage is yours, whoever steps forward.
I will be brutally honest with you guys. Didn't have much time to think about something. So, what I wish is to hold this action. And if I come up with something properly, then my wish will be looked at.
You wish to receive a favor for a later opportunity.
Exactly, call it a favor.
Very well.
And he nods to someone, and they mark it down in like what, a ledger, like a big leather-bound ledger. And then they wait for whoever steps forward next.
Andros will take a stab. Hey, can I get like a sleeve or something? I'm about to go somewhere cold. Can I get something to like a sleeve? I got a big arm right here. I'm showing the one that's not black, of course. Like I need something to cover, just so I don't get cold.
You wish for winter garments?
Yeah.
Very well. Make a note. And looks at the guy writing it in, and he like looks and nods and writes that in.
I'll step forward. I've asked this to many people, but I would really like transport to Chartusa as soon as we go back. As soon as we come back from Kuvak. I don't care how, it doesn't matter. But I want to go back to Quirin as soon as possible, as soon as our business here is concluded.
I believe that may be possible.
Thank you.
It would not be to Chartusa, but to the World Tree.
The world. Okay,
That is as close as we would be able to get you.
that is fine.
The Archdruid himself has visited many years ago. We
Yes.
could permit this.
Thank you.
And they make a note of it, and you definitely see eyes begin shifting as Houndir has accepted this as a gift, as some of the council members have clearly, it's agitated them slightly. And then he looks towards Maeve and Erhard as the last two.
Well, I guess I will let Maeve have hers last because she's closest to you guys in a way. And I don't want to worry anyone with what I have in mind, so don't take it the wrong way. But you all know my past, you know my family tree. I wish I could, find a way back, find out more, or have a family. If there's any way you guys can help me to potentially find a way to also get my friend back home, Rowena, and I have people there that are in desperate need because I've seen that, and I was supposed to go back, and well, I've been here a couple years now, and I didn't. Like I had means of contacting my mentor, like a brass ring with a satyr hoof print on it, but it was lost to me. And I don't know if you guys have any means of contacting people in the Feywild, or any way that you think I could potentially go back.
I cannot guarantee it, but we can speak with Dianthus and see if she would be able to guide you back to the Feywild. And he nods towards the person writing in the ledger, and they start to write down quite a lot. But they write down.
Thank you.
And finally, Maeve.
Yeah, I
There is one thing that we cannot permit.
I know what you were going to say.
He
And I wasn't
he
going to
nods
ask.
respectfully.
However, you can still help me in that aspect. I wish for my parents to be escorted to Arkenvale along with Galoin. I want them to get there safely, and preferably as fast as possible. They have residence there now, as they're staying in ours. I would really like it if perhaps, I see the Blade Singers are obviously busy because they're traveling with us, but perhaps some travel via plans or anything that could get them closer and quicker. It's also the quickest way to get my father out of Alanasta. Just saying.
I believe Eliash is to return to Arkenvale soon. I could ask that she teleports them via teleportation circle. But that would not be a request for us, as I believe Eliash was a traveling companion of yours anyway. If
Right.
that
I
would
don't
be
know.
a means of you traveling. If not, then we could certainly have that arranged.
Right. I don't think I have time to go speak to Eliash as we have other matters to see too. So if you can arrange that, that would be great. But I just want for my parents in Galoin to get there safely and, you know, don't have trouble getting into the city.
Very well. And he nods towards the person writing the ledger. Finishes writing the ledger. 3 guys walk over. They all start looking at the ledger as well. And then all 3 dissipate as the ledger then gets put away. And yeah, you guys have half an hour before you will be transported. Anything you guys want to do in that half an hour?
Read my book.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, not a problem. Anyone else?
Nope.
I was gonna do find familiar, but it takes longer. So
It's fine. We can say that you do that in that time. I'll allow it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Just
So
a
I
quick
will do
reminder:
the-
was Kada still alive, or
Kada is alive, yes. Because
Oh, yeah,
Kada only
then-
distracted. Olaf
Yeah.
got obliterated by a
Yeah,
barrel.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So I'll
Very good
just
distraction.
That was a very good distraction. I'll just like play with her a bit, comfort her, like talk a bit, bond a bit.
Okay, and then yeah, we'll say that half an hour passes. Confirmation that your mother will be escorted by someone using transport via plants, as Eliash is planning on staying for at least a couple more days. So she isn't planning on leaving anytime soon, because she's got certain treatments to undergo to continue the process. Ondros, you are brought winter clothing to keep you warm, as you did request that. Yeah, the rest of you, your gifts, Ahad, your gift of finding a way for that seems to be underway. They're in the process of currently trying to contact Dianthus. Admittedly, she's a little busy at the minute, trying to reduce the corruption. But it seems like yes, in due time is the answer of that. So that is definitely a thing that it can do. And confirmation of Shion, Shion's favor, as yes, that's you. Confirmation of Shion's favor, as the Archdruid has confirmed that he can send a one-way portal to the World Tree in Quirin. So that is a possibility. The giant ancient tree. You're muted.
The Tree of Prosperity? Or
That's the one. Yes,
Yeah,
that's the one.
thank
yeah.
you. Okay, I was confused
Yeah,
for a
that's
bit.
no, it's okay. It's my it's my stupid brain. The Tree of Prosperity, that is the correct name for it. Yeah, so you will be transported to that from here whenever you like, basically. So you name it and they'll send you there. But yes, other than that, a portal appears before you as Kellum and a handful of 6 blade singers all get ready as the portal forms, and one by one you start to run through.
Maeve's grabbed all the potions, by the way.
Yeah,
'cause look,
okay, yeah. That's fine, not a
I
problem.
figured we took like all the potions in general, like
That's fine.
they were offered to us, so like
Yeah, you guys stumble through and no checks needed because you don't throw up anymore, you're all good. However, as you step through, you don't immediately find solid ground. As your feet sink into the snow of the very, very cold climate of Kavak. All those not wearing wintry gear, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. As 2 people at the party are wearing wintry gear, which is Shion and Ondros, because Shion got the padded armor so that she would be warm.
I bought it months ago.
Yeah, it's such a long time ago. Okay, I'm just waiting on a heart.
Constitution, sorry.
Constitution, please.
Bup, bup, bup,
Okay, you all succeed. One person just. But you do succeed on this instance of being in this cold area. As all of you step through, the Blade Singers step through with you and Kellum. Houndir does not step through. You do not have Houndir step through with you, but you are all stood there. And then Kellum ushers to all of you and is like, if you come with me, we're going to make camp over this way. We want to get a little closer to the lake, so that way we can just see everything that's going on, but it will take about a few hours to get where we want to go. But this is as close as we can get without disturbing the local area. So, yeah, follow me, guys. And yeah, the Blade Singers fan out and they go into sets of 2. So there's 7 of them. So Kellum walks alone in the center, and then they're into 2s walking through the forest, making sure that there's nothing to attack you guys along the route. And I actually think this is probably a really good point to end tonight's session as you guys start making your way. And I'll say that you get to this point, you start to build a camp and clear some of the snow out so that you can build a campfire and that sort of thing. But yeah, you guys start setting up a little camp in the wilds of Kavok. And I will put you on the Kavok map so that you guys can see at least where you are. Ish. There you are. As the map of Kavok is rather huge, but yeah, you can be zoomed in. It's fine. But yeah, that is where you guys are as you are camping in the woods. Yeah.
So as we make camp, I guess I will set up the Learman's tiny hut because it's actually warm inside.
It is. Yeah, it will last 8 hours as well. It is still the morning, but they are setting up camp, so you're not about to. Ow! No, I just bit myself. Wow. You're not about to sleep. So just so you're aware, but if you want to hide
But,
like inside
we'll do
that's fine.
the ritual anyway. Like
Yeah, not a problem. Yes, you form, and do you make the bubble white?
White as snow.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, as you guys all huddle inside as they start to build the camp outside, just so that you've got this safe haven and this warmer space. Brilliant. Yeah. And that is where we'll end tonight's session as you guys start to see the snowdrops falling. Something Shion has never seen before in her life, I imagine. As, yes, snow is just sprinkling down. It is freezing cold. There's a slight wind and a slight breeze on the air, and your feet sink into the snow. Not too dissimilar from sand, but a lot softer. As, yeah, you walk through. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. So next week, you guys will get to check out the Frostbitten Lake and potentially what's to come next. So yeah. We're going to go around the room real quick and say who we are, where you can find us if we aren't here, and our little goodbyes. So first up, Tim, why don't you take it away?
Thank you. First of all, it's good to be back. It has been a while since we have been part of Natural Havoc. And it's a nice quiet session to get into. Can't wait for extra chaos. But you can find me here on this channel, Natural Havoc, on Twitch and on YouTube if you're watching in the future. Playing D&D with these marvelous bunch of people. Don't forget to follow us, subscribe, and thumbs up. And we're happy to see you next week on a very cool encounter.
Awesome. And below we have Eagle. Take it away.
Hello everybody, I'm Eagle. You can find us on all the socials, the Discord, YouTube, Twitter, and the Instagram. All those are pretty cool. Make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, you can find me here, Natural Havoc.
Awesome. And below Eagle we have Smitty. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Smitty. You can find me over on this channel every Friday, and bit of a hiatus of my own stream, but I do have a Twitch, which is Smitty Jane, so you can still try and find me there, and hopefully I will come back to there soon.
Awesome. And to the other side of the screen we have Zeb.
Yeah, I'm Engine Zeb. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons and evenings, roughly. And yeah, it's what? No.
I was gonna say, wow.
Evenings on Monday and Thursday, and Tuesday and Wednesday is afternoons.
Oh, cool.
Late afternoon, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, playing War Tales a lot right now because I'm really, really loving that. Going to go back to going medieval soon when there's a next update with actual temperature of rooms interacting with each other and stuff, which makes sense. And then CK3 at some point will have a big update DLC stuff where people actually do stuff like feasts and hunts of wild boars that are actually in the world and not just some weird event. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. But yeah, that's pretty much my side, and obviously always see you on Fridays. So see you then.
Awesome, awesome. And above Zeb, we have Lan. Take it away. I have to say, Lan, I really like your jacket this evening. It's very cool.
I know, right?
I think I've seen you wear it before, but yeah, it's just a cool jacket.
I got this in New York, like way back. But yeah, my name is Lan. You can find me here over on the Natural Havoc channel, wearing cool jackets because I haven't been wearing, because you know, me being pregnant, I couldn't wear the clothes that I wanted to wear, and I had to wear shitty hoodies like for 4 months straight. So yeah, if you want to see more fashion forward, Lan, then tune in every Friday, Natural Havoc.
I just think it's very Shion-esque. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah,
Shion
yeah.
could pull off a jacket like that as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So yeah. No, awesome, cool. Yeah, and finally, I'm the Onion Soup. I do, I'm here. I do D&D streams. I'm a DM. I play the grass, the trees, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I also do some Pokemon content with somebody else here called the Eagle Outlaw and the amazing good friend of ours and good friend of all of ours, Paddy Max. We do some Pokemon content on YouTube, so if you want to check that out, go on myself, the Onion Soup on YouTube, go on the Eagle Outlaw, Zero Outlaw, and Paddy Max on YouTube, and you can find all of us there. And if not, if you're part of our Discords, our personal ones, there's links in there to the YouTube stuff as well. And that's a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun with the Pokemon content. So yeah, awesome. Right, okay. Oh wait, did I just see something pop up on the screen? No? Maybe I'm seeing things. Okay. It's fine. My brain is absolute mush at the minute. But yes, we are gonna raid out to
Pigeon Ahoy! They're currently doing some D&D stuff over there. We've rated them before, so they're pretty cool.
We have.
And yeah.
They're very nice people. Awesome, cool. Well, we're gonna go raid on over to Pigeon Ahoy. Please copy and paste the raid message. It would be very appreciative if you would do that. And we're gonna go spread some love over there. So, guys, thank you for watching in the future, YouTube. Thank you for being on Twitch. And let's next week Twitch, because these guys fighting a dragon, an actual dragon, not a serpent, not some lit, not a lava monster, not legs in a forest.
Your mic is being
fat
very
man.
weird.
Oh,
Let them keep going.
okay.
Yeah, thank you guys so
Let's
much
keep
for
doing it,
watching.
let's go.
Wow, the onion's barely there. We'll see you guys next week. We'll fight some stuff.
Beep, boop, beep, beep.
Bye.